Why is your gemstone not working properly? Why is your gemstone not giving good results or no results? You are a person who has approached an astrologer and you have got a gemstone recommendation, and based on that recommendation you have invested a lot of money and purchased a gemstone, say blue sapphire or yellow sapphire or diamond or pearl or emerald. And after purchasing this gemstone you have done puja and you have worn the gemstone, but still 3 months have passed, 4 months have passed, and this gemstone is not yielding and giving you results. Why is it so? Because a gemstone should show it results at least within 28 days of wearing it. That is the lunar cycle, 28 days. But your gemstone is not working, your gemstone is not giving you results, and you are not able to understand why is it so. So now you have come to the right place, because I am about to reveal to you for the first time a very, very deep science and truth about gemstone recommendation, which nobody has mentioned previously. And this truth is as follows. The fundamental thing is that people learn the technology but forget the science. Yes, that's right. People learn technology but they forget the science. Technology is developed from science, but the fundamental is always the basic science. So people don't read the basic fundamental science of gemology and they start predicting gemstones. So whenever you go to an astrologer and you show your horoscope, the 90% of the people, what they do is they see the lord of your first house, they see the lord of your fifth house, they see the lord of your ninth house or 10th house, and based on it, if they are well placed, they recommend you gemstones, because they are getting fees from you. So because of that, they have to recommend some gemstone or the other. But the problem is, before recommending and suggesting gemstone remedy for any person, you have to properly analyze the position and dignity of the second house of your horoscope. Yes, guys, the second house. The second house is the house of gems, jewelry, hoarded wealth, ancestral wealth. So all these gemstones that you will buy and whatever experience you will get from it is seen from the second house of your horoscope. Now, in your horoscope, if the second house itself is afflicted, if the second house itself has the influence or aspect of malefic planets, then no matter what amount of money you have invested and you have bought a very beautiful and costly natural gemstone, it will not give you proper results, because the energy of the second house is getting distorted because of the influence of malefics. Now, after analyzing and understanding the placement, position, and dignity of your second house, is it a benefic influence or a malefic influence? The next factor is you have to see the placement and dignity of moon in your horoscope. Yes, guys, because moon is the controller of the mind, and you have to see the placement of the lord of that gemstone, how it is placed in relation to the moon. For example, you have been prescribed the gemstone of Jupiter, which is yellow sapphire, and Jupiter is placed sixth away from moon. That is, it is placed in the sixth house from moon. Then if you wear the gemstones of Jupiter, yellow sapphire or yellow topaz, which is imperial topaz, you shall only get negative results, because the placement of moon and the relation of Jupiter with moon is negative. So it is very important to see if the gemstone that you're wearing, the lord of it has a very good relationship or a very good angle with moon. Now, after analyzing the position and dignity and the status of the second house of your horoscope, and then finding the relationship between moon and the lord of the planet whose gemstone you're wearing, the next step is you have to refer and find out which planetary Mahadasha is presently or currently running in your chart. If you're running the Mahadasha of Saturn, and if you think that you will wear ruby, then that will be a blunder, because the controller, the leader of your horoscope presently is Saturn, and you are wearing the gemstone of Sun, which is the enemy of the Saturn. So obviously, if you wear an inimical gemstone to the Mahadasha Lord, then it will surely give problems in your life. So the fundamental science is that there are 3 points. The first point is you have to see the position, dignity, placement, and the overall status of the second house of your horoscope, how good it is. Is it malefic or benefic? The lord of the second house, is it in a malefic house or a benefic house? It should not be in the sixth house, the eighth house, or the 12th house from your ascendant and from moon. And you should also make sure that the influence of Saturn is not there in your second house. For example, Saturn placed in the second house or aspecting the second house in an inimical sign. After understanding and analyzing the position, dignity, and status of the second house, next you go to the placement of moon and you analyze what is the relationship between moon and the planet whose gemstone you're wearing. If you're wearing the gemstone of a planet which is placed in the sixth house, the eighth house, or the 12th house from moon, then it shall be a negative influence in your life. The gemstone will not work properly for you. And after that, you have to see who is the present Mahadasha Lord of your horoscope, and you have to see the relationship between the Mahadasha Lord and the planet of whose gemstone you're wearing. If they are in good relationship, then only you should wear the gemstone of that particular planet. And if they are in bad relationship, if they are inimical to each other, then you should not make the mistake of wearing the gemstone of the planet which is an enemy to your Mahadasha Lord. For example, if you're running the Mahadasha of Moon and if you wear the gemstone of Ketu, now Ketu and Moon are negative to each other, they're enemies. So you should not wear the gemstone of Ketu or Rahu during Moon Mahadasha. So I hope this helps you. I hope after knowing this, you analyze your horoscope properly and find the perfect gemstone which is suitable to you and only wear it, because a gem can change your life and it can also spoil your life. So that's it for today, guys. This is Purab signing off from Purab's Astrology. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.